Hi, everyone, and welcome. This is Jackie Guys here and some of our fantastic Amber region getting together tonight on Monday, March 3rd to just really share and show what is Los Cabos. This is the final month for consultants to focus, which also means it's the final month for promoting leaders to focus, and there's no place to not have it happen. So we're going to take you through tonight. What is it? How do we do it? Particular detailed questions you might have. And also, what else do you get alongside Los Cabos? Specifically, consultants, there's a lot on the table that you earn alongside it. So, again, we're recording this session. So for those of you here live, please feel free to write down your questions. I'm going to pause and go back and forth just to keep the sound quality somewhat fair here. Or you feel free, if something pops in your mind like a key question, nothing is a silly question. Every detail matters. So feel free to type in the chat box, okay? I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go right into what is Los Cabos for the month of March. So bear with me. We're going live to show and share what we have. So first, bear with me, I'm going to grab a couple of little video or places to go here. So the first place that you find this, you always want to be the reference tool. You're going to go to jaffaroyalty.com and you can click under events and click on Los Cabos, and all the details are there. So we're going to take a look at this together. So from those details, the first thing we want to take a look at, this is for consultants, okay? So let me get my screen a little bigger. Sorry, I look at things sometimes in a small way for snipping. So I'll go a little bigger for screen share. Okay, so if you are here right now in the month of March and your title is consultant, all right, this is it. You must promote to manager by March 31st, okay? Then you also will earn bonuses, Michael Kors Pave watch, and again, this 3-day, 2-night Los Cabos trip. Oh my gosh, this thing will be amazing. So again, a great way to reward yourself. When we take a look at, excuse me, what does this mean? All right, so let's go through all the steps because you have to do all of them. So consultants, step 1, again, must qualify to manager by March 31st, okay? So that is critical. If you are a manager or you are a consultant, this is for first-time new managers, or if you have not been a manager in the last 18 months, okay? That is for those who are earning it to qualify as a manager. If you are here and you've owned the title manager in the last 18 months, you're not eligible to earn it this way. And there are only 4 leaders in the United States that are eligible to earn it as a leader. That's Carol Boyer, who's with us. That is Gina O'Neill. That is Lisa Washington. Oh my gosh, my brain just went blank. I know this in and Vicki Hoover, sorry. So there's only 4. So those are the only 4 whose title is manager and above, except for any new managers who just qualified last month, like Hannah, who's with us tonight, okay? Because she didn't do it in March, she did it in February, okay? So for all of you as consultants, you must promote to manager this month. We'll talk about what is qualifications to manager. Then the first 3 months. So Hannah is an exception. She has March, April, and May that she must have 3 new people who join that month and have 400 in their team. She's going to do it March, April, and May. You have to do 3 each month exclusively. It can't be a barn burner 6 one month and a 0 the next, okay? Every single month, 3 months in a row. This is about consistency and building teams. Part 2, if you're going to qualify in March, like Betty and those of you with us tonight, then you will qualify this month And your first 3 months as a manager, you have to add 3 qualified $400 consultants. How do you do that again, or what's your months? That's going to be April, May, and June, okay? Manager title, April 1st, 3 months in a row. Okay, I'm gonna pause just a minute. I'm not gonna stop my screen, but are there any questions on step 1?
Jackie, this is personal, right? It's personally not team.
Nope, it is personal right here. You got it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Good. All right. So good question.
So for me, I have to do. I'm glad you clarified. Thank you. March, April, and May. Those are my 3 months. Since that's
Those are your 3. You got it. Okay. So Betty qualifying this month. Hers are the next 3 months. Okay. Yep. So first 3 months as a new manager. Okay. Okay. All right. Cool. Always ask. Better to hear and say and comprehend. Okay. Because there's no time. All right. Here we go. Let's go back to step 2. Step 2. You will also, bear with me here, promote a district manager. You're going to promote to district manager no later than 3 months after you become a manager. Okay. So you qualify, let's say April 1st. You're going to do April, May, and June that you are doing your 3 QNCs. And during April, May, or June, you then have to have someone who becomes a leader like you. So your 2 ways to paydays, you do and you share. So out of the next, 9 consultants plus the ones you started your team with, you're inviting them to have their 2 ways to payday starting with their team of 4. They're going to earn an iPad. They're going to earn their manager bonuses. They're going to earn everything as well. But you're sponsoring, but inviting every one of them to start with their team of 4 as well. Okay? So we invite them to sell, and we invite them to build a team just like we teach in Smart Start. 50%, 11%, 2 ways to payday. Okay? All right. So you now do 3 QNCs, 3 QNCs, 3 QNCs, promote a group. Okay? You can do it sooner, but the very last month is that 3rd month. Then the first month, you are a DM1. So you were manager, now you're district manager level 1. So you've got 2 rankings. You then do 3 QNCs again yourself. So here's the deal. You never go less than 3 qualified new consultants any month from here on out. And you're looking for 1 person who wants to do what you do, okay? Who's willing to work 4 to 6 hours a week, building clientele and building a team. They can do it as simple as 4 parties, 4 team members. It's party season, and I'm not going to tell you any simpler way to do it than that, okay? So that is step 2 to how I earn Los Cabos. So let me come back. Oops, I'm sorry. Did I not share my screen again?
No.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Here we go. So it's right here, okay? Step 2, promote to manager, district manager level 1, 3 months after you become a manager, and then the first month. So some of you, again, will have July to finish the 3 QNCs if you're qualifying this month, okay? So let me pause a minute. I'm sorry about that. That was my fault. So this is really key, and then we'll show you what else you earned. But let's go back. Questions on step 2. You may not have them on your team yet. Don't panic, right? So we get what we asked for. We're looking for manager trainees. We're looking for team builders, right? So when you look at your opportunity brochure, it shows them 3, that my favorite page always talks about the 3 ways, the 3 different stories about making money. I don't know if I have a new one or an old one. Forgive me. My old eyes can't see right now. But I always love this page. I did a little Facebook post about this, and it talks about How do you want to write your success story? Just a little fun money, pay your bills, earning money 2 ways to paydays, or are you ready to make some change in your life and build a part-time career that can lead into full-time pay? So remember, it's up to them. I don't want to judge them. So we're just going to show them how to join a company, make some money, always have savings at their fingertips. So we'll go back to the how-tos. But any questions on step 1 and step 2? Okay.
Becky, aren't there 3 steps? They have to promote to manager, and they need to do 3 consultants that are QNC'd with $400 or more each of the first 3 months that they become a manager, and then they have to promote a manager. So there's really 3 steps.
Carol, I'm not going to rewrite Jafra. So
okay.
I'm reading.
Well, okay.
The way it's written. Step 1, here's the key. You never take away 3 QNCs from here on out. Step 1 is promote this month. Step 2 is DM1 by the end of the next 3 months, okay, which is April, May, and June. Now, if you're already a leader, I'm just going to come back and then I'm going to show you what else there is, okay? If you're already a leader, like those 4 leaders' names I mentioned, again, the difference is you have to have 3 people within your team who do what I just described. So you'd have to promote 3 people to manager this month, okay? They're doing their 3 months of QNCs, January, February, March, and then they have to have 3 people do step 1 and 2. So that is the only way someone who is already titled manager on December 31st or above can earn this trip, okay? And there's only 4 contenders in our market right now eligible to do that, okay? So again, that's where you can find the info. That's where the details are. With that being said, you can click here for FAQs, okay? You can find it there. If you all of a sudden have a brain freeze and go, wait a minute, I have a question, it's in there. Trust me, it's in there. I printed it. If you have another place you can go, I always want you to be independently finding things. Go into Jafra Royalty. Go into Jafra Be Beautiful. I am always in training. I click under business, I'm in my business library, and not the training, forgive me, library. I live in the library. I always go to business library. That's where all of your FAQs are housed, as you see on the screen, and living with the key tools of the month, okay? So that is where the information is. Let me take us back to the audience just really quick, and we're going to show you what else is on the table. So bear with me. Let me get myself back there. All right, back to meeting. All right, any questions again? Did I not have my screen sharing again? My gosh, I'm on my final day of 2 weeks of illness. My pills will be gone, and you'd think I'd have my brain back. 1 more day. Teasing you. Okay, so I'm going to share that one more time. My goodness gracious, here we go. So if you go into Be Beautiful and you click on my library, you go to FAQs. In there, let me minimize this so I don't have my messy screen. There we go. In there, you will find all of the FAQs from any of our trips or incentives, okay? So that's where that info is. I'm going to take you back to Las Cabos because wait, there's more. Not only is this about you hanging out with the most successful leaders in the business, the most excited new people, new managers in the business, all hanging out at this incredible, and I say incredible, 3-day, 2-night experience. There's more. You will also earn this $500 value Michael Kors watch. And for earning this, you will also get an additional $400 cash bonus. Go shopping, go get some massages. This is all about you, cash for your family, whatever you choose to do. But wait, there's always more because of our compensation plan. So now I'm going to pop us back to a little bit more information. And let's go over to, let me go back to this link. And I'm going to show you what else you earn by this promotion. And I'm going to stay driven towards the actual consultants on this. Okay. Leaders will have bonuses along the way as well. But what I want to take you to, you know what, I've got it on my screen, so bear with me, on my desktop. So let me go grab it so I don't have to download again. I'm going to take you to the earning opportunity brochure. So we're going to take a look at this together, and we're going to show you what else you earn as a result of earning Los Cabos. So, and this is great. It's perfect as well for Hannah, who's here as a new manager. Yay, Hannah! We get to scream and shout for her tomorrow. So here is what we have as well. I'm going to review what's in it for you, and we'll review what's in it for your consultants, because it's always what's in it for someone else. So first of all, you will have, as a new manager, you are a first-time new manager. If you are promoting back to manager after being out for 18 months, you do not have this bonus on the table, okay? If you are a first-time new manager like Hannah, you are earning a new manager bonus. So when Hannah and her team hit their maintenance, she's going to earn a $100 bonus this month and $100 bonus next month. So Hannah has $400 for Los Cabos and $200 for being a new manager. Okay? I'm going to hit the brakes and go and hit some rewind. So before we talk about unwinding with more money, we're going to rewind a couple of things. During the month that your team is qualifying, you are earning an 11% commission bonus. So Hannah, last month in February, when her and her team were qualifying, she did earn an 11% cash bonus from Jafra of commission and overrides on her team. So it's like you get to practice when you achieve the title. So it's pretty cool. I love that Jafra enrolled that this year. So she made, again, the lowest you'll ever make, if you think about it, 11% of $2,400 at 50%, which is how we pay. You can read that detail here in the Earning Opportunity Guide, is $132. You'll make 11% for every, dollars over that. But that's a minimum of the next 3 months. You make 11%. The month you qualify, the next month, and the next month. Even if it's been 18 months or longer, you're always earning your commission. Even this is for those who have been out 18 months or longer. So we added that back in for everybody. The only thing you can't earn if you're 18 months or longer is these cash bonuses right here, because you had bonuses in your time. So that's a one-time bonus. Okay, so that being said, that's 132 minimum. 132. So that adds up to $400 in commission. If you're first time new, $200 in bonuses. That's your minimum for this focus, right? So that's pretty exciting. In case you're here and you don't know this, maybe you haven't seen this or you're just grabbing this information, to promote to manager and then maintain, you can only get this bonus when you hit maintenance. Here's the two variables, okay? So the first one is you must have $300 retail sales or more yourself. That's for you. As you promote, the month you qualify, let's say this is March for those of you working this month, and every month after maintaining. That is required of our leaders until you're a district director, okay? Number two, when you qualify, you must have 4 people you personally sponsored. I don't care if they're new, they're 20 years ago, but you sponsored them. They must each have a cumulative 300 themselves. Can come from Stay Royal, their website, or orders they place. So when 4 people you sponsored have that, that's requirement number 2 to qualify. Maintaining is different. So that's Hannah last month. Hannah's different this month. Now, maintenance is 4 people, could be people she sponsored, but what if those 4 she sponsored each had a sponsor? Those are called indirect. We don't care who orders in her team, as long as 4 people place an order. We don't care what their volume is either, as long as collectively, direct, indirect, and you all combined always achieve $2,400 team paid retail. Okay, so that's how you have to hit your maintenance again throughout Los Cabos. You can't become a leader and lose it. Okay, so obviously with 3 new qualified $400 consultants, you're fine. So again, that is on the table. I'm going to pause about management before I go to district manager bonuses. Let me go back to the audience really quick. Any questions on promoting, maintaining, or the new manager bonus? We're good? Okay.
No, Jackie, I have a question to rewind. I'm trying to do, since I've already promoted out 1 of the 3, so I need to have 2 more, and 2 of the ones have to promote out by March 31st? Okay, so I have to get 2 by March 31st to do, repeat and rinse to become district manager. They have to become district managers level 1 by June 1st, right?
Yep. 3 people who are in Los Cabos as consultants. And then you go.
Okay. Well, that's a great incentive.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
you
basically,
whoops, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Basically, Tijuana, who promoted out February 28th, March 1st, she has to do it by May. And then the other 2 that I promote out by March 31st, they have to do it by June 1st. So they have to do all of this by the end of May. The other 2, correct?
They have to promote to DM1 by the end of April, May, June.
Oh, so they have till June 30th. Till June 30th.
So
and Tijuana till May 31st.
Right.
Okay, I got it.
You're people like me who just promoted. So because this is relevant to me, I need to promote to DM1 by May 31st.
You got it.
And if you promoted someone this month, Carol, like me in your branch or your district, then they need to be May 31st. Whereas Ed needs to promote by June 30 days in June? I don't know.
Yep.
30. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
You remember the 30 days, September, April, June, and November?
Okay.
You got it.
Thanks for clarifying that.
Oh, for sure. Okay, that's why we're here. All these details matter. Anybody looking at this, every detail matters. Okay, here we go. We're going to go back because there's more on the table for you. So next within the compensation plan, again, we're going to focus on you and then we'll focus on your consultants after. So what else do you have? You will then move up from manager to district manager level 1. So you're at rank 2 of the 8 titles in our compensation plan. So when that happens, there's more. So bear with me. Let me keep going. You will then earn 11% on your consultants and 11% on that entire group. Okay? She makes 11, you make 11. But there's bonuses. So what does that mean? That means when you promote a direct group, which you will, to be a DM1, you get a $200 bonus. As long as they are a first-time manager, you get $200. Okay? So you're going to get $200 in new manager bonuses, $200 in new DM1 direct group bonus, but wait, there's more. First time ever district managers level 1 get another 200. So we have 200, 200, 200, 246, plus you also now have the $400 for earning Los Cabos. So it's really $1,000 in cash bonuses, staying laser focused, okay? So how cool is that? Plus your trip, plus your commissions. The lowest you'll ever have is $132 a month. Plus when you have another group, you have another $132 a month. So just think, during the time you're doing your 3 QNCs, you are also earning commissions. So starting now, it would be 132, 130. I'm doing my math really fast. 260, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600, 700, $800 commission. So we're talking a couple $1,000s in bonuses and commission. Now, I don't want to freak you out and overwhelm you, but wait, there's more. There is more money. This is what leaders earn. So as a new leader, you're starting a new quarter, April through June. When you personally sponsor 6 people, which you have to do anyway, April, May, and June, and you have 9 indirect consultants. Those are consultants sponsored by other people. Okay, so again, to promote a branch, that's at least 4 indirects, right? So if you are working with a couple of people to try to promote, and they're at least adding 1 person here, 1 person there, somebody's going after that 4, you get another $500 in bonuses, 6 direct, 6 indirect. So there's a lot of bonuses. Sponsoring is always the answer. Inviting people to duplicate their ways, 2 ways to payday, is always how. Inviting them, not judging them. So what I want to just pause with, I'm going to go back and pause on questions, and then we're going to review what's in it for your consultants. Okay? Any questions on all of those bonuses? There's a lot. It pays to sponsor and invite people to sponsor. Right? So every time, I mean, think about this. Every time they have a $400 order the rest of their life, you make $22. They make $200, you make $22. As a thank you the rest of your life. That multiplies a lot. A lot. You hear these ladies here for 50 years, right? So just imagine how that multiplies. So again, Jafra is really striving and driving these $400 orders, these $400 months. If somebody, and again, I only go by the words in the opportunity brochure. Fun money to people is a couple $100s in today's marketplace. It can save people from bankruptcy. Most people are $200 away from bankruptcy each month. So it could make that little change. It's the fundraiser you got to say yes to your kids for, but you can't afford it, right? It's all those things, the sports. So fun money is adding $200 to $300 to your income so you can have fun money, or it raises the funds that your family is just a little short on. The light bill, the car insurance. So I love using words that are made up. So if that's you, or who do you know? Great. We're going to show you how to do that by just sharing the products very simply along your way, weaving it in and out from posting to on your way through people each day, keeping it simple. Jafra does that very well with the verbiage here. For those of you that want a part-time job, you really want to pay the bills, you really want to start to put a dent into debt, we're going to show you 2 ways to payday. I love this because it's right here. So if you use this, you can show them, because it's the model, not you making up some story that you feel like a sales pitch on. I don't know about you, but I have to use paper because this tells it, and then I go from my heart, right? So I don't know how to help you get started. Are you here for fun money? Are you here for part-time income and work with the debt, work with the bills, work with a trip, a surprise? Or are you looking for a change? Are you filling a gap in your career? If this took off for you like it did for Hannah, she's like, maybe this is my ticket, right? So I don't know, but I have to let them decide, how do we start and where could you see it going, right? So again, those are the verbiages of how people start the business. Again, I'm going to go back because I just want you to feel super comfortable with the facts. What's in it for them? Very important is when they start again, and I love showing people this, really proud to be one of the highest paid companies in direct selling, asking people if they've been in direct sales before, have they ever looked at companies. We're really proud of our 50% commission, non-inventory driven company, low risk. You will never invest and lose money because you can go shopping the rest of your life with up to 50%. The lowest discount is 30. But at the end of the day, we also give you 11% commission on people who buy direct from the company the rest of your life. So you can take client orders and you can help consultants do the same. And that's a wonderful referral commission of 11%. It's one of the highest in the industry, starting with just 4 team members. Then we want to show them when they get started. So they start with a kit of their choice. We have 3, $19, $49, and $129. They choose the kit that they most want to start with to be able to show and sell, share and tell more about the products with people. And again, our goal is to help them make profit, whether it's fund money, pay the bills, or make a life change. We're going to show them how to do that because our products, 500 products, are consumable. People run out. People are looking for advisors and specialists with our types of products in our 4 departments. So we want to help them know that, again, we have qualified orders each month, which get them to the higher commission. This month only, as you know, in the March action brochure, I think this is our guy, we have the 50%. So no consultant starting this month needs to be at 40%. She can be at 50% right here with her $400 retail. Jafra gives them, and I say this to everyone, you're going to start with the pack, but if you're a person who wants massive savings, massive profitability, and you really want to see how to turn fast dollars, I'm going to suggest and encourage everyone to invest in these consultant packs. Only once in your lifetime as a new consultant do you ever get up to 52 products that can literally net you a total of over $1,600 profit. They invest $200 or $400, whichever they choose. They can use some to fill their kit, or they can just bag them up and show and sell and put, because this cost is $200, they're going to put $850 or more into their pockets. Or at $400, they have 52 products that all, my goodness gracious, are great for the kit, but really fast profit. This is about an 80% profitability return if they were to sell it all. So personally, as a businesswoman, I'd spend $400, I'd sell it all and take my $1,600 profit and then buy what I want for my kit. I'm just saying, that's really smart cash, okay? So we've got that, and we've got the 50% this month. We always try to qualify consultants with $400 because that's where all of our gifts are. Everything we create in the monthly action brochure, bear with me, I'm moving, is the sponsoring gifts, right? So the sponsoring gifts are only when they have $400. So 1 this month is the bag, 2 is the product in it. Remember, new consultants for their first 3 months. The month they join, month 1, the following month, and the following month at $300, but I'm only focusing on $400, will get a free $70 product as well. 74, 50 some, 70 again. So again, I just say on average, you're getting, again, about $200 in free products as a new consultant by staying consistent. But wait, there's more, right? You may not have to go through all of this, but know the key pages. So they've got that, they've got their packs, and by doing their 400, the month they join and the following 3 months, boom, they're at 1,200, and there's another over $200 set of Royal Jelly products for them. If we just start the pattern of fun money, whether they use the fun money to just go shopping on or a little bit of cash in the pocket, great. But they have 1 year of this program, but they have to earn month 1 or the first quarter. Then every quarter they can do it again, every 3 months, every 3 months, every 3 months. That's over $800, almost $1,000 in free skincare for them. And when they're new, if they add 4 people, to their team in their first 6 months, qualify to the Fast Start Manager qualifications and maintain for 2 months, just like the manager program, but it's a little different in the iPad, they will earn the iPad. So 2 ways to paydays, 2 ways to earning all the gifts in the action as well as in the earning opportunity guide. So that's why we just focus 400, focus 400. That's basically 8 orders on average. That's basically 1 party on average, or maybe 4 personals. Okay? Maybe it takes 1 or 2 in their practice parties. So we're going to help them by doing a ribbon cutting party. We're going to help them by doing a Zoom welcome party. Even if they're just joining to buy direct from the company, I'm okay with that. But let's just at least introduce it to your family and friends, because you never want to look 30 years younger than your friends. They'll be mad at you when you keep a secret. So let's just bring them together and at least introduce them to Jafra and your free website, so they know they too can enjoy Jafra and celebrate you, even as the consultant, if you're just doing this for yourself to save money and maybe a little fun money. Okay, so I'm going to pause. Questions? There's a lot of bonuses for you. So we have to stay very simple. 2 things. 3 QNCs, right? Okay. If you're qualifying this month, just get the practice going now. Don't even worry. Don't think about it. Okay. No less than 3 QNCs each and every month. Some of you might need 4 if you're starting at 0. And then again, we want to help them earn Fast Start. So we want to keep them finding their way to a $400 month. Okay. Because we're not leaving Fast Start on the table. There's a lot. That's hundreds and hundreds of dollars that they can do from catalog sharing, free website sharing. They want to go social. They want to take some sachet samples or packets. What if we could find a way to help you with simple sharing to not leave free Revitalize on the table for a year? Okay. So find a way that they can share if that's all they want to do. That's okay. And if the team you already have is like, no, that's not why I signed up, that's okay. Start with fresh ones. That's okay. We're not here to put a gun to their head, right? We're here to say it's okay. Enjoy your shopping. Just serve them well each month to be a smart shopper. Let them know what's on sale, their best customers. So 3 QNCs is key. And as you sponsor, allowing them to do part 1 or 2. Not everybody's going to look for a career change, but we invite them. And if they want to earn money 2 ways, there's a lot of opportunity on the table with cash bonuses, iPads, gifts, incentives, but they really truly are making money 2 ways. It's 1 less party a month being a manager, right? And there's much more as the titles escalate. It starts to double and double and double. So I want you to look at your calendar and think about, where can I introduce beauty and business to people? Could be on Zoom, could be Facebook Live, could be a Facebook party, could be going into some business fun lunch and learns, could be the fun girls' night party. Where can you bring people? Could be at coffee, back of the hand, could be a party at your house, could be telling some hostesses, hey, this is a big month, because it is. We'll train on that tomorrow at the action webinar. But you want to see enough people. If you're going to sponsor 3 QNCs, it typically is being in front of about 30 people. So if you have 3 big parties, boom, there's 30. Okay. If you have to do facials one by one, that's 30 appointments. That's a lot. Can you start to say, everybody who brings a friend, 2 friends gets a magic gift? Because you could do 10 and go to 30, right? So think of multiplying that. If someone's coming, could they bring 1 more? If everybody just brought 1 more, you double your time and results. Okay? So think of who works where, who's in clubs, who's in organizations, etc. So because she's here live, and I appreciate that, Hannah, I've watched you. You kind of just, started thinking about doing this, and hey, I think this might be my gig, right? So you kind of got your ball rolling a little bit. But realistically, when you look at the month of February, ended up becoming branch qualifications. What activities did you do during the month of February that caused you to promote in a month? I know you had it in your head, but you weren't too sure it was going to happen. And then it started happening. You're like, I'm going, right?
Yeah.
So what activities did you do that you could help us that led you to your QNCs for the month?
Yeah, I held parties, so that was a given, because I just have to be really efficient with my time. So of course, multiplying, if I can get multiple people there, I'm going to do that. So I held parties, and I had like 2 a week, even in 1 week, and so that was one thing. I really hyped up the booking feature, so that encouraged people to book with me, so that would continue to get bookings on my books. I'd have to continue to meet new people. And then I listened, kind of like Jose Luis told us, like I listened to people. So, I had one friend who I had approached probably in December about joining, and she just said, oh, no, I don't think so. But when I was just out of coffee with her as a friend, and then she brought up, the product she needed, et cetera. And I said, I just have to tell you that right now, Jeffra has this amazing, because the $19 kit was huge. That was just so huge. I was like, for $19 to start, it's a low investment. You love the product anyway. And I would repeat back to them what I had already heard them say. So that was one thing. And I just kept slow dripping on people too. Like people that I knew kind of were really interested. I just kept a slow drip on them. I kept the lines of communication open. I would contact them at least once or twice a week. Okay, and confirm about our appointments. If we had appointments on the calendar, confirm, like, just want to make sure we're still meeting at this time, to et cetera, et cetera. And even in terms of personal orders, I did that for people who I knew were going to order but needed to wait a little bit longer. Like I had one lady who wanted to order the Gold Dynamics, but she couldn't order till the end of the month. I said, okay, last day, it's $109. That's a really amazing price point for all 5 of these products, And so I think just keeping the communication open, dripping on them. And then, yeah, people just went for it. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I should go for it too, because we're here, we're close. So I'm not going to quit now. So, yeah.
How many new people do you think you met during the month of February?
Oh, goodness. maybe 40. I don't know. I signed up. I had 4 people join the month, so probably around 40.
And how many parties did you hold?
4.
So, honestly, when we teach Smart Start Sunday night, none of that is a joke. Everything we say is 4 plus 4. If you hold a party every week and you really hostess coach and you do exactly what Hannah just described, you listen, you pause and identify what their needs are. And is this a solution, right? Could this be what they're looking for? I don't know, but I'm going to invite them in little seed droppings, right? Because it's about the 5th seed dropping, by the way, that 80% say yes. Some will say yes right away, okay? But that doesn't happen that often, especially if they don't know you or your brand. So she did it exactly right. She was kind. She wasn't hunting. I think Betty and I were joking about this. We're not hunting, right? We're farming. And we're really trying to bring a harvest to them, not us. Don't ever make it feel like it's for you, because it isn't. It's for them. At the end, yes, you win, but you're not desperate unless you're not planting enough seeds. And that's your fault, not theirs. Okay? So when you look at your calendar, really, when I say four parties could net you 4 sponsors, they really can. We did a hostess training last Tuesday. You've got to watch it and learn it with all the tools. We have a wish list, a hostess letter. It's everything Hannah even trained on in that video. We made the letter around that. So just get comfortable with it. You don't have to be perfect. If you can read the letter and coach your hostess from it, it's really easy. And it aligns to the hostess program because it's what's in it for her. We'll do a little bit of updating on that tomorrow because March has a really cool reason to book a lot of parties. So we're going to do a big story about that tomorrow morning. Okay? So,
Jackie, your voice choked there. We didn't hear the last 4 words.
I know, that's okay. So again, we'll be there tomorrow, and tomorrow on the action, and we'll show you how to really use the March hostess brochure. You have, and the hostess offer, you have one of the best hostess offers of the year. If it isn't Royal Jelly, I Want Spa, you've got it. It's in the book. So tomorrow when we're done, I hope you go book your 4 to 6 parties. Don't be afraid to tell people. You're really excited. You've set a big goal. You're part of a training team with Jafra. You have a goal to have a promotion, or you're working towards Los Cabos. It's a big goal, but you're looking for 5 people that you know if they called you, you'd help them. And I'd love to know, would you help me? There wasn't a trip that I didn't say, would you be willing to help me? You can even do some fun Los Cabos bonus gifts from the dollar store and a thank you bag for your hostess. If you have relationships like that, don't be afraid to ask and just be honest. But think about it. If you're going to do a party, instead of having 4 people there, try to get 8. Because if you can get 8 to 10 at every party, trust me, there's your 40 people, right? So I love that Hannah said Jose Luis. His training is excellent. That talking about yellow, pink, blue, and green, and it's in Beautiful, under webinars, on demand. Go watch his 4 sponsoring series. They build to each other. It's excellent. It's basic, but it's so important I can't describe it. Hannah has a very packed life. She fit it in, limited what she couldn't do, and knew what she had to do with the hours that she had. So she turned to parties because that's all she really had the time for. And then she learned to paint along the way, like many of you are doing. And while she was out painting, she's just meeting more. You just never know when the right one hits, right? Meaning their timing. So again, I'm going to be posting this, and I'll talk a little bit more about it tomorrow's webinar. But this is called income producing activities. And Jose talked about this. So I'm just going to give you a few. When you plan your calendar, this week matters that you're booked solid to what you need. And really think, where could I go? What could I do? Who do I know in an office, in a club, an organization that would, let me come in and do a wellness session for them. Do a little something fun, spring fling. Look at the calendar. There's tons of really fun, cool ideas in there. But the key is a tabletop, an open house, a party. All of those are top priorities. Those are the best rocks because you're having people bring people to you. You're not out scouting. A personal, but you turn it into grab 2 friends and get something free. Try not to ever be one-on-one if you can avoid it. If you're going to go sit at a coffee shop and meet someone, put a sign on your table that says, stop by here, now interviewing spring consultants and area managers. Put products out on the table. Okay, we'll do some things about Paint It Purple tomorrow because we're going to hear from each other what worked, what are some ideas that worked. If you're going to go out and meet people, have a place to invite them. It'll save you a ton of time of follow-up. Meaning, say I'm going to be going to Panera and doing Panera and Pampering every Tuesday and Thursday from noon to 1 o'clock. Can you sneak in on your lunch break this week? And just sit there, set up your hand treatments. They can use the restroom, and you're there. I'd rather take a reservation than try to chase people down and book something. It's too much work. You don't have a lot of time. So if you can have a place to meet them, it can be a coffee shop. It's okay, right? Just let them know and take an invitation and text them RSVP and say each person attending can bring 2 friends. Is there any ladies from work that can come with you? We're going to do all of hand treatments, and we're going to be doing skin specialist consultations, okay, or age reversal consultations. Great, whatever you are. So think of that. Again, what else produces income? Getting bookings. So booking times, 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there. Calling for reorders and then asking for referrals. Who do you know looking for some spring fun money? Who do you know who needs a little help paying bills or downing debt, needs a little happiness in their life? Spring is here. Let's make them happy. Jeffrey's got an unbelievable opportunity, March only. Okay? Sponsoring interviews. Meeting with people and saying, I will say this, ladies. I said this today on our call. If you sponsored 1 person a month, let's see how much they remember from this morning. You sponsor 1 person a month, and you invite them to start this business with their best friend, with their best buddy, so they never do the business alone. And they and you did that every month for 1 year. How many people would you have at the end of the year?
I remember it was over 2,000 people.
2,048 people. And all you did was 1 a month yourself. But instead of sponsoring 1, they come with a friend. They won't quit. They're already motivated with each other. You don't have the responsibility as a manager. They motivate each other. You don't motivate them. That's why I love it. So come with a friend. Join with a friend. I don't want you to do this business alone. You're going to have fun. You can do your first 4 parties together. You guys can have a ton of fun. Drive to meetings. Get on Zoom together. Who's your bestie? Okay? Who's your bestie in business? Always do that. If you're going to go to a Zoom meeting, who's going to join you to come check us out? Okay, on Smart Start Sunday. So pause and think. If not, you have to, during that 15-minute time, find 5 new contacts. Whether you do something on Facebook, you're out talking, those are green producing. Okay? So you want to really track that. I want to just stop. I wanted to give you some thoughts on green. I wanted to give you some ideas on all the details, but the focus is 3 QNCs. You have everything here, 3 kits, 2 amazing packs for every consultant you've already sponsored. I hope they don't leave a pack on the table. That's crazy. Sorry, I don't like this word. Cheap. You can't afford not to buy that. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to buy both packs. You'll never see 80% off like that with all those awesome products. So you have a way to get back to those consultants to help your team this month, but then how we're sponsoring. Questions at all on Los Cabos? Thoughts or comments or ideas roaming in your mind? Anything before we close the call?
Well, 2 months ago, Jackie, I said, that's not on the table for me. And now it's on the table and I'm going, OMG. But that's what I use for inviting people. I said, you want to have an OMG moment with your skin? I promise you, you will have an OMG moment.
And now you're having an OMG moment with your brain.
Yeah, I'm overwhelmed but excited. And I'm going to do everything I can in my power to make this happen. You know, and it's all awesome and all good.
Yeah.
There will be times, honestly, that if you really focus with your hostess, I'm looking for people looking for me.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, use these words. I'm not joking. You don't have to overthink it. You get what you ask for. So I want 4 people who want to book a party, who are the party givers, and I want 4 people who are looking for me. Okay, here's what I've got.
Hannah's hostess thing that I missed because of other things
It's okay,
going
it's
on in my life.
recorded.
Is it on the units?
Yep, it's under party training. It's there.
Okay, I figured it was there.
It's there. It's all recorded. It's fantastic. So, that being said, think differently because you could sponsor 4 people at a party.
Yes.
Honestly, the most I did was 10 in one night.
Wow.
It's crazy. I don't think I drove home. I have no idea how I got home. But
yeah, I've done 3 or 4 at one party because I don't know, maybe I was just weird and they just thought, hey, this sounds good. But this is great that everybody can get one of the packs now. And I'm so glad that Jafra did the packs. And I hope they continue that without it being a $350 pack, that it's a $400.
No, they're done. Those are your new packs. They're done.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And so anybody that got a pack in the last couple of months or so, they can get another one if they want, or they didn't get one the last time. They've got it now.
Those are your permanent new consultant packs.
That's wonderful.
But only this month can anybody get one of them. This is this month only.
Right.
And everybody gets 50% this month with a $400 order or more, that is.
Right.
Yep. We're going to make up a couple of really cool little flyer type things tomorrow on the action webinar to show like $200, $300, $400 orders, like be smart.
Yes.
So we'll do a couple shout outs that you can kind of use on Facebook and flyers and just how crazy awesome it is to join this month and the value. But most importantly, the profitability that's sitting here in the marketplace. So,
absolutely.
All right. Anyone else questions on Los Cabos? And we're going to stop and flip it over to the magic makers.
No, but thank you for all the ideas. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Time to get to work.
Thank you. And thank you, Hannah. Yeah, it's like, you know what? No time. Just get up every morning and start planning and make your 15-minute to 60-minute segments of time IPAs, income producing.
Betty, I know
also, if we were on the magic makers this morning, we don't have to be on the one again tonight unless we really want a double dose of wham.
No, go work. You've heard enough. Go work. One a day. Just like
Hannah, you're in graduate school. I just want to, Hannah, you're in graduate school?
Yeah.
And what are you majoring in?
I'm getting a seminary degree. I'm getting a Master of Christian Leadership.
Wonderful. And you also work outside of Jafra?
No.
Okay.
I do have another marketing business, and I do have a couple clients with that, but I'm trying to get rid of them.
There you go. Okay. All right. Have a good one. All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Los Cabos. All right. If you have questions, just give me a holler. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.